So lastly, I want to talk about obviously, sorry, that was weird. Want to talk about obviously a more school-focused thing, because obviously Kingsbridge, we are focused on obviously promoting Australian education. So each time we will always speak a little bit about an education course or school or even an occupation in the future, and we'll go quite in depth into sort of what can that give you from going to the school. So today's obviously one we're going to speak about the Australian Professional Skills Institute. They are based up in Perth CBD, obviously on Wellington Street. Quite in the heart of pretty much in between East Perth and Perth, right? Yeah. Quite near to MacGyver train station. Australian Professional Skills Institute is a registered high cost provider, has strong focus in the following courses. The ones we'll speak to you today about obviously will be commercial cookery, which will lead to a degree, and also business management, which can also lead to a degree. They have a strong ground of industry partners, which they work with to filter out for their hospitality program and also their aged care program, which are quite prominent hotels that are in Perth, which actually provide their students with really strong work placements.
That's also all the aged care facilities.
Yeah, obviously for the community, so the community services and health and community sector. So it's actually pretty good. They're a strong program. They're located, as I said, in the city, very easily accessible. They're close to student housing sort of accommodations, such as Campus Perth. There's a sort of all the student housing all along the top end of that map. Close to shopping areas such as the city and walking distance to restaurants and parks. It's actually a very convenient city location as it's outside of campus. Generally speaking, the first course I want to speak about from Australian Professional Skills Institute would be a business management and / hospitality-ish kind of program, not including commercial cookery. The program will go from a Cert 3 to a diploma. And obviously outlining the duration of the program should always be about 2 years, okay? The English requirement is 5.5 with no bands less than 5. And the articulation from this course will go from a Cert 4 diploma to 8-unit exemption for a Bachelor's of Business, Commerce and Tourism and Hospitality at ECU. This is highly beneficial for students looking for pathways to university, and also this will also give students a broader range of occupations they can achieve upon going to university, such as accounting, project management, and obviously marketing and so and so. Second course I'll speak to you guys about is obviously commercial cookery and pâtissière. It's generally the fundamental units is Cert 3 to advanced diploma, although you can stop at diploma. The course duration are as follows, and obviously the entry requirements are obviously from year 10 to year 12. Right. The concern about this degree is you can't actually do the diploma without obviously completing Cert 3 and 4 together. And this program also articulates you to Edith Cowan University in hospitality and Bachelor's of Commerce as well. And it gives you an 8-unit exemption, which obviously means you skip the first year of uni. You get to sit the last 2 years of uni, and obviously the price is a lot cheaper.
What would you say if somebody did their first year at an institution like APSI and not the first year at uni? I mean, how much of a difference would it be, and would it delay their graduation or anything like that?
No, I think like in the end of the day, if we look at it in another perspective, I believe that it's actually cheaper. For example, it's marginally cheaper than going to, let's say, foundation school linked to a uni. Which every semester would cost you about $30,000. While this program is $22,000 for the full program.
So
you save it's 1/3 the price of doing the foundation school programs to get into uni. So if you're doing such things such as commerce and hospitality, it's always good to do these programs because it is, one, cost effective, and two, obviously you save dramatic amounts of money, and obviously you get the same sort of articulation as those colleges as well.
Okay.
Commercial cookery, generally speaking, the way we look at it, if you would just do the course, and we relate this back to obviously employer nominated, and also things like skill assessments.
Mhm.
We'll look at it as when you complete this course, you will generally do your skill assessment with TRA for the Job Ready program under the PSA, which is the initial part of the Job Ready program, which requires 360 hours and also a completion letter from the school. And once you achieve this program, you will be occupationally assessed as a chef provisionally, which will then mean you would have to complete the full JRP program as listed in the slide above. And then from there, you will be on the occupation list as a chef. And from there, visa options available for you. Obviously, the graduate visa for the PSA and the 482, the 494, and 186, I presume.
Yep.
Okay.
So from my understanding, to get skills assessed as a chef in Australia,
1,720 hours.
so you had to do 1,000 something hours
Mm.
or 3 years work experience,
Yep.
correct?
Yep.
So that's the difference and the power that the graduate visa can do.
Mm.
It allows you to get the required work experience to get assessed professionally. Okay, so before you actually come over and study, if there is anyone in here looking to study, highly recommend you to speak to Brian. He'll be able to tell you exactly what you need before you go, and when you get here, you have a plan. Because I deal with students every day, and they have no idea what they're doing.
Mm.
Someone told them to be a chef. They come over here
Yeah.
and they're working as a cleaner.
Yeah, obviously we've had encountered chefs that got on the PSA program, got their graduate visa, but then didn't follow up with the JRP program.
Yeah,
And then at the end of their 1.5 year graduate visa, they're like, how do I get PR?
it's too late.
It's too late. It ends up
Too
being
late.
too late for them to actually
Yeah,
accumulate these things. And then they face obviously having to return back to the
go
country.
home, do 3 years in your home country,
Yeah.
and come back. So plan well in advance,
Yeah.
okay, so that you know what to expect when you get in.
All right. Lastly, I'll just do a little cost breakdown. The courses, generally speaking, this is the price list, right? But obviously what I'm going to be talking about is what we spoke about before. The average price of foundation colleges is about $60,000 to get you into the second year of uni. While a school like APSI, which has articulation programs with a university such as Edith Cowan University, will get you into the second year of uni at about 20,000 to 24,000, depending on your pathway. If you're going to hospitality, it might be cheaper. Business even cheaper, but if you're doing commercial cookery to get into uni, it's a little bit more expensive. Okay, you pretty much get the same level of education and you pay 1/3 the fee.
Mm.
Yeah.